Hi guys, I just wanted to check in, and first of all I want to make sure that all of you are staying safe and healthy. I know that this is a very tough time because of what's going on with the pandemic and the coronavirus. I wanted to make a little video. I've been meaning to do this for weeks now. I've been procrastinating a little bit, and it has to do a lot with being in lockdown. I have not been able to do my makeup or my hair for like the past 4 weeks, so this is the best I've looked this whole quarantine period. So I took advantage of it now to record this little video for you guys. So I wanted to talk about mortgage payments. So this is a topic that has been very popular lately, and I've seen a lot of information, especially on social media, about homeowners and their mortgage payments. And a lot of the information that I've seen as far as other realtors or just information out on the web is incorrect. So I wanted to make sure I give you good, valuable information regarding this topic of mortgage payments. It's very, very real that unfortunately a lot of people are going through a tough time financially right now. There's a lot of industries that have been hit, like restaurants. Me and Maria have a client that works for a Cheesecake Factory, and they've been closed down. So she, unfortunately, her whole income has been completely cut. And we also have clients that their hours have been cut, but still have a lot of doubts about what their income is going to be for the next couple of months. With homeowners specifically, there's a lot of my past clients that have been calling me and asking me about their mortgage payments. The question that I wanted to go over today is, can I stop making payments on my mortgage because of COVID-19? Now, this is a very valid question, and I know a lot of homeowners are having this question or going through a difficult time financially, and the answer to that is no. Do not stop making payments on your mortgage. Now, don't get scared. There are options. So if you can't make the payment, there are options out there for you. Just make sure that you understand what those options are and that you evaluate them, and then you can make an intelligent decision about your situation. So if you have this question, the first step that I would recommend is reach out to your bank immediately. Don't just stop making those payments, because if you do, then that's going to affect you short term right now, and it's definitely going to affect you long term in your mortgage. So step number one, contact your bank. Get in touch with them. I know that a lot of banks right now, the phone lines are backed up. They're not picking up the phone. You're having to wait 2-3 hours or more. So the good thing is that a lot of banks right now, since there's so many calls coming in, have options online where you can just log in and apply for whatever assistance it is that the banks are offering at the moment. So that's step one. What is it that the banks are offering right now? So I'm gonna go over the two most common options out there right now. There are other options, every bank is different, but I wanted to go over the most common ones. And it's important for you to know that every bank is different. It's a case-by-case scenario. So don't assume that there is an answer for everybody. Everybody's doing the same thing. A lot of what's going on right now is also very new. So a lot of the banks are brainstorming and trying to figure out what the best alternatives are. The most common alternative that banks are offering is forbearance. So forbearance basically means that it's an agreement that you work out with your bank where you can stop making payments on your mortgage for a period of time, or you can lower your payments for that period of time. You do have to prove to the bank that you're going through some sort of hardship, either an illness or financial hardship, which COVID-19 would be a financial hardship. You do have to contact the bank, and I'm sure the banks have a process to see if you do qualify. So how long is the forbearance period? It depends. A lot of banks are offering 3 months. I think that's the standard that I've seen that most banks are offering. After those 3 months, you can contact the bank again, and you can extend that forbearance period, and you can ask for more times, maybe 90 more days, depending on how much time you need. So what happens if I stop making my payments after those 3 months? What is going to happen is not that this debt completely disappeared. This is the most important point I wanted to make about forbearance. So your bank is not going to forgive this debt. It's not going to disappear. The debt is still there. So with forbearance, what a lot of banks will do after this period is over, they'll ask you to make that payment. So you will have to make those payments that you stopped making. So say you did forbearance for 3 months, it's a payment of $2,200. After those 3 months, you will be asked to pay that $6,600 plus your payment for that month. So for a lot of people, this is not an alternative that is beneficial, because if you haven't been making income for the past 3 months, now having to make this huge payment of 3 months that you stop payment plus this month's current rent is not even an option for you. So if you do want to go with forbearance, think about where you're going to be in 3 months down the line or 4 months down the line. There's also options that the bank offer where you can create a payment plan for forbearance, but don't quote me on that, because some banks might offer it, most banks are not. Most banks are asking you after this period ends for you to make that lump sum payment, so you do have to pay those months behind. So that's one option, is forbearance. Option number 2 is a loan modification. So there are clients that ask for forbearance, at the end of forbearance are doing a loan modification, and there's people that are going directly to loan modification. A loan modification differs from forbearance in that a loan modification is an actual change to the terms of your loan. So you're either changing the interest rate, you're changing the length of the loan, or you're actually changing the type of loan that you have. So loan modification, same thing. You have to evaluate whether it's a good alternative for you or not at this moment. With loan modifications, if say you extend the loan for a couple more years, you're actually paying more interest. So you're actually paying more than you would be initially paying for this property because of that interest. So do your numbers, really evaluate to see if that's the best alternative for you, or if forbearance is the best alternative for you. What the banks are not doing with forbearance is they're not adding this payment to the back of your loan. So that's important for you to know. With loan modification, you have to just do your numbers and see if that's an option that works for you. Super important is to just contact your bank, have that conversation, get informed about what it is that they're offering and if it benefits you or not. I've had clients who call their banks, figure out what forbearance is, and they decide that it's better for them to just make their payment right now. I have clients who are pulling equity out of their homes. I have clients who are selling their homes. So you really have to figure out which route you want to take. It depends on your specific situation. But it is important for you to know that a lot of the banks would rather give you these options than foreclose, because a foreclosure is a process that doesn't benefit them at all, and it's a very costly and complicated process. So make sure you contact them, let them know what's going on, have that conversation, let them know you're not going to be able to make your payments, and then decide what route you want to take. If you have any additional questions, if you want more information, or if you have any other questions about real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help you. I am in the Miami and Broward area. If you have any questions, but you're in a different part of the States, don't worry. I have agents that I work with all over. So feel free to reach out.